going on?
Finally.
We are almost 2 hours late.
Yeah. Tech support sure did us a lot of good. You can see what we're not playing.
It's live. Great.
I gave tech support 8 o'clock deadline.
Yep.
I didn't tell them that.
Right.
And John from tech support, he gave up 2 minutes before the deadline.
That's true.
He gave up.
That's true. It's part of the reason why we wanted to find new streaming software is because we constantly had tech problems with OBS. And OBS worked most of the time, but in all honesty, OBS will not even start for us at the moment. We try to open OBS and it crashes on start. So the positive of XSplit, even though we have to pay for it, is 24-hour tech support.
Which, you know, I mean...
Hey, technically speaking, we had a technician looking into it, Rich. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes.
I just want to... There we go. That's all I wanted.
Oh, okay, great. Everything's still fine.
All right.
So technically speaking, we had tech support, and they were here with us, and nothing.
Just a thought. Test your shit before. Oh, you know, fuck off. Jack got here at 5.
I got here a little after 5, and
For a 6:30 stream, we didn't think it would take us 2.5 hours
and
to not get it working.
The second I got here a little after 5, I was immediately downloading drivers and trying shit on my phone. We got a hold of tech support about 45 minutes before stream, hoping that there was a simple solution. And game equals loud. Game equals loud.
There.
There you go. They said just turn it down a smidge.
I turned it down more than a smidge.
You don't want them not to hear it because it's FTL.
It's fine.
Yes, Cosper, we're live. We're here. We're live and we're here.
Is the game still too loud?
Jack equals too quiet.
Jack? Talk, Jack.
Talking.
Yeah, I'm getting...
Talking.
I look quiet.
We should be at the same volume. Theoretically, Rich.
Yeah, we did not touch the settings.
We don't touch these settings at all.
Sounds great now. Okay.
Great.
It's just that you guys are quieter than it.
Well, then what?
Are we too quiet or what?
I'm seeing we sound good. It's fine now. Great.
Okay.
Great. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Great. Have we tried different OBS versions? Yes. We started actually off with kind of, there's OBS Classic and then there's OBS Studios, and we were having a hard time with the older OBS versions. Then we switched over to OBS Studio, which has a bit of a simpler interface, and seemed to work for us for a while, and then started crashing completely. And then we tried the XSplit, and for the most part, XSplit works all right.
Yes, Len, you can be a crew member. I'm just wondering what kind of run do we want to do? What ship we're going with?
I want to say last time we did a stealth.
Yeah.
What's the pros and cons?
Last time we did a Mantis.
Oh, is that it?
I had the amazing teleporter run.
Oh, that's right. That was a good one.
But that failed in the end.
Oh, right. What's the green one?
Yeah.
We can't be the crystal monsters. You don't have the crystal ship unlocked. I I see. Change time.
Does Chad have a favorite crystal monsters? I don't think I have crystal unlocked on this little file here. Osprey? I do the Osprey all the time. Or wait, am I thinking of... No, Osprey's the Fed Cruiser, right? I do this one a lot.
What?
Lannis? Lannis, that's different. Don't usually do Lannis.
Ooh, that's a cool ship.
Alright, we'll try Lannis. We'll see how this goes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Alright, what we got? I promised Lynn.
Okay. What do you think about Ooby Dooby?
Ooby Dooby?
OOBIDOO.
Wait. OOBIDOO.
B. Ooby Doob.
Ooby Doob.
Yep.
Alright, and one more.
One more. All right, we'll pick a random chatter. Star Harbles. Using our handy dandy twatcher.
Yeah, that's a nice feature. Alright, Harbles. You're on the crew, Harbles.
Boom.
Normal difficulty. I'm not used to using this ship. I think, the strat is to find a teleporter. That is clearly the strat.
So you have 2 Lannis and 1 human.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah, oh, yeah. Then that's the clear strat. Rich, could you go to the game options really quick? And just turn the music volume down just a tad.
Yeah.
We'll see if that does, because they're still complaining a little bit.
All right.
Just a tad. There we go. Okay, that should help. Great. Did I watch the Google event? No, only because I don't really have any Google hardware in my life. I read up about it. It looks like they have some interesting gadgets coming out. The new phone, the new Google phone. They're making what is basically the Google version of an iPad Pro. Even has like a little pen like the iPad Pro, which looks neat. You know, looks like a good tablet,
right?
Computer tablet. They announced a very interesting thing, which is a tiny wearable camera. But you don't decide when it takes pictures.
Okay.
It decides when it takes pictures via a software algorithm.
That sounds horrible.
Yes. But it's interesting because it's one of those things where it's like it's a super tiny camera, right?
What kind of algorithm is what?
It like exposure, people's faces, environment, and so it's just a little camera that you wear
and have no control over.
And you have no control over when it takes a picture. The hope is, Rich, that
does Google also get this information?
I'm 100% sure that it does. I
Fuck everything about this. Fuck this so hard.
Right? No, I have no idea. I have no idea if they have the information, but knowing Google, of course, that's how they make their money. So the idea, I believe, from what I was reading, is that at the end of the day or at the end of the week, you look through all your pictures and kind of like, hey, that's what I did that day. What a neat.
Are there going to be thousands of them to look through?
Maybe, or maybe it just takes a few a day. We're talking about the Google event, the tiny little Google camera, the Google wearable camera that takes random pictures throughout the day.
Awful.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I mean, I would lose a lot of respect for anyone who bought it. But you know what? It's a different idea, Rich. Don't you? Isn't that?
It's a terrible idea.
Oh, well, it's different. I like different. I like it when people think outside the box. Right. I think it was one of those things that came out of Google Glass. Like, remember those stupid Google Glasses?
Takes pictures for you. Do other people just live your life now?
Yeah. Well, oh, of course.
You
That's
just
what's
sit
going to happen.
passively by while someone else.
Someone is just going to watch what you're doing. Like, oh yeah, they're going to the grocery store now. That's great. Ooh, they just bought bread. Oh, is that whole grain? That's whole grain. That's whole grain bread.
Give them more ads for whole grain.
Yeah. Oh, I like whole grain bread. And all of a sudden, and then the watcher rich gets a little coupon for whole grain bread, and they go, ooh, this'll help me out when I buy whole grain bread later on. Just like Twitch in real life, exactly. Yeah, so I just caught up on the news of the Google event. It looked interesting. Apparently, the new Pixel phone is supposed to be a powerhouse, just a beast.
This is English.
The last one apparently just had an amazing camera. They've upped the camera, and so if you're into the whole Android thing, the Google phone is the one to get because it doesn't have any bloatware on it. Unlike like carriers will often put their own bloatware over Android operating systems, but you get the Google phone, you get the clean Android operating system.
Alright, the ship sucks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I can't hit anything. I can't do anything. And they keep pelting me with missiles.
Oh.
They're gonna run out of...
Make it work, Rich. You can make it work. This sounds like a Black Mirror episode. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Sure does. Chippo lore. Chippot lore says, props to you guys for being on tech support that long. Phone calls like that stress me out. STD is really letting me down. Oh, okay. Well, we're not going to talk Star Trek because I haven't seen any yet. And you know why I haven't seen any yet? Because of Humberto Cabbage Patch's tip, who says, "What do you think of American Vandal? I loved it. I'm obsessed with it." I was already. I needed something to watch the other day, Rich. I needed something to watch, and I was just about ready to download the CBS app to watch Star Trek.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
And I was like, I'll flip through Netflix, and I see this promo for American Vandal. And if anyone watches like true crime shows, or if you loved Making a Murderer, it's a satirical take on Making a Murderer. And it is beautiful. It is a hard-nosed true crime documentary, but it's done by high schoolers trying to figure out who drew 27 dicks on 27 cars in the teacher's parking lot. And it is pitch fucking perfect. You saw the promo and thought it looked too dumb? It plays it so seriously, and the editing is good, and you see all of those tropes of the true crime documentary, like the cutting away to dramatic B-roll, the recreation of the crime scene. And I'm talking about a show on Netflix called American Vandal.
It sounds cute.
It is wonderful. And I can't recommend it enough. And you know what? Also, it's another one of those half-hour Netflix shows, and so it makes it really bingeable. It goes by very fast. Good characters, and yes, 27 dicks in a row in the teacher parking lot. I'm not going to tell you who drew the dicks. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I binge watched the whole first season, and it is amazing. I was really excited about that. I was really excited to find a show that I love. Of course, I binged the whole thing, and now I'm done. Um, there are 8 episodes. Well, there you go. So it's only 4 hours of your time, and it is well worth it. American Vandal. And then after American Vandal, I needed another show to binge, and I was just about ready to download the CBS app
Yeah.
and watch Star Trek Discovery yet again. But, after I watched American Vandal, Netflix reminded me of a show that I've been wanting to watch for a while called Love.
Yeah.
And Love stars Gillian Jacobs and Paul Rust. And Paul Rust is actually a comedian that I've been following since the start of his career. He used to upload videos to Funny or Die back in the day when it was my job to watch every user uploaded videos. And the very first video he uploaded, I thought he was the most brilliant comedic mind I've ever seen. This Paul Rust guy.
Okay.
And I followed him from that day on, and I think he's hilarious.
I am completely unfamiliar with him.
Well, no, and he's not a big name. Like he was in one big movie like 8 years ago. He worked on the new Pee Wee Herman movie, I think.
Okay.
The Netflix original. Star Trek Discovery is not compelling enough for me to watch, only because I've heard kind of middling things, and I don't want to have to like sign up for a new thing and pay money for a new thing when I already have Netflix. So why would I want a new thing? Yeah, he wrote for Comedy Bang Bang. He was part of Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. An incredibly talented writer. And so he has this show called Love, which is basically a relationship drama with him and Gillian Jacobs. And it's almost like a relationship prequel, where it's just following prequel, right? Because like it just follows these two characters and how they meet, and on again, off again, first dates, false starts, but it's very deep into the characterization. And everyone's kind of a dickhead, but they're all kind of relatable, and I really love it. So now I've been binging Love, even though I've had to edit like the last couple days. So it's like, I can't watch the show I want to watch. Stop being selfish, Jack. Watch it for us so we can talk about it already. I know. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, but I want to watch romantic comedies. I just want to watch romantic comedies.
Nothing wrong with that.
I just want to watch the show about couples. Are they going to get together or are they not? Do I care? Maybe. Yeah, and I've stopped watching The Orville because I got 3 episodes in and just said, meh,
We're done.
it's not going to hit. After 3 episodes, I see where it's going. I don't need any more modern day pop culture references in my future sci-fi show.
Yeah.
That's when it was kind of done for me. Is like that 3rd episode when they started making Beyonce references. Like, I'm sure Beyonce's a big enough star where people will still be talking about her in 100 years. But it's just like one too many, Like one too many modern day pop culture references.
A lot of that.
What did I think of Master of None? I thought it was quite honestly brilliant. Master of None is the Aziz Ansari Netflix show. And again, it's
Well, we're fucked.
Oh yeah.
I have no med bay.
You have no med bay?
Because Delanus.
Oh well, they heal themselves, right?
Yeah. Well, no, they have a clone bay.
Oh shit. Well, should be fine.
Thank you.
Should be fine. you seen? I have not seen. I think I saw one episode of BoJack Horseman. I keep hearing very good things.
It's a good show.
I hear very, very good things about it. Like, can you clone them at will?
No.
You have to wait till they die.
Yeah.
Oh,
They'll
that
gain a
sucks.
little bit of health with each jump.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that they removed Danger 5 from Netflix. That was a great show. But the joy of Netflix, and once again why I insist that we are living in a golden age of entertainment, is creators are allowed to create very specific personal projects, like Love, like Master of None. These are shows that wouldn't exist on mainstream television because they're kind of weird and they're not normal. And I want to see Eric Wareheim act in more things. He shows up in Master of None sometimes as Aziz's friend, and he's just a great comedic actor. Netflix is dead to you now? No, oh, because it lost Danger 5. There's so many other good things on Netflix.
Which one was Danger 5?
That was the.
Is that the sci-fi one with Nick Frost?
No. Danger 5 was the take on like old Italian action movies.
Okay.
But it was like a TV show.
I've not seen any of this.
It's very good. It's modern day filmmakers, but they make it look exactly like an old Italian, poorly dubbed action spy show, and it's very good.
When does Stranger Things season 2 start?
I don't know.
That was a lot of buildup for nothing.
Well,
what is he gonna say?
Let me tell you, Rich. I don't know. October 27th. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. End of October, Rich.
Okay.
End of October. Yeah, great. I have not watched the Mystery Science Theater 3000 return, only because kind of the same reason why I don't watch Mystery Science Theater to begin with. I like watching movies and making fun of them myself.
Right.
So I've always understood and got what they did, but I never much cared for it because I want to make the jokes. Why do these guys make the jokes? Let me just watch the bad movie and make my own jokes.
We are so fucked.
It really looks like we are, Rich. Great.
We have an early fuck today.
Mr. Shy Smile, I do know that Stardew Valley comes out tomorrow on the Switch. And as soon as it's out, I will be downloading it. I'm going to try to save my bathroom time for, after it's downloaded. And that Stardew Valley on the Switch will be my go-to bathroom game for a while. I'm really excited to grow my coffee farm.
Congratulations, Jack.
And I'm gonna when I get my coffee farm, and if the Switch ever starts working for XSplit, I'm going to show you guys my awesome coffee farm, and I'm going to walk you through it. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
No, I don't want a med bay. Or do I want a med bay? No, I don't want a med bay. There goes all my fucking scrap. We're doing bad. I don't have high hopes for this run.
It does not look.
I had to spend all that money on
fixing your ship.
yeah.
Twitch Evans 69. I don't believe you. Everyone else seems to think our audio sounds all right.
ship. I'm facing off against a lot of bad weapons very early on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of audio is fine, audio is good. So if we're quiet, turn it up. If the game's I can't imagine the game is louder than us though. Audio is quiet but balanced is what I'm seeing. That's pretty good. I'll take that. I'll take quiet but balanced. Okay, this is gonna get trippy. This is gonna get trippy for a second. That game audio is fairly loud. But you can hear us.
It's all my scrap. I need my scrap. I'm sorry.
It's gonna get trippy for a second. Fairly loud. But I can hear me really well. I'm very loud. But you can hear us. Rich, you talk for a second.
It's all my scrap.
Talking.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I just heard you. This is great. But I can hear me really well. I'm very loud. This is gonna sound. This is gonna start Rich, you talk eating itself. Hold on.
Talking.
Buy level 2 shields. I can't afford level 2 shields because we've had such a shitty early part of this run.
But I can hear me really well. I'm very loud. This is gonna sound. This is gonna start
So I can't do it.
eating itself. Hold on. That was great. If we felt like it, Rich.
Automated ship.
Huh? Automated chip. Audio, I think, sounds really good. Audio sounded really good on my phone. We might, if it gets like crazy with the battle noises, we might want to turn the game audio down a little bit. But I think we're sounding just all right. Yeah, that was good earception. When can we expect the Dark Knight, the animated series from you guys? I think I found the perfect episode, and I'm just getting a good rip of it at the moment. I found the perfect episode to do for Dark Knight, the animated series. But it's... I need to get a good rip of it.
Oh, shit. We're just fucked.
Oh.
We are totally fucked.
My phone was not at the max volume of, honestly, it was at about half. It was at about half volume, and I could hear everything great. Obviously, everyone's speaker setup is different, and there's no possible way we could account for everyone's speaker situation. We just have to try to broadcast the best audio we can. I heard it. Sounded great to me. I'm very sorry. What is Dark Knight, the animated series? I'm going to take an episode of Batman, the animated series, the old 90s animated Batman cartoon, in which Batman is what I consider, and I know what Rich considers to be the very best Batman. But overdub, I'm going to forget his name now, and I'm going to feel really bad.
Christian Bale.
Nope.
Not over...
Or I'm going to... who is the... Kevin Conroy.
Oh!
I'm going to overdub Kevin Conroy with my impression of Christian Bale's Batman from the Dark Knight series. Because I think Christian Bale does a horrible Batman voice.
He does. He does. You don't just think that.
Yes.
He's terrible.
He's the worst Batman.
Rachel! Rachel! You have to go. You have to go. Rachel! Swear to me. Swear to me, Rich.
Is making fun of the Christian Bale Batman still funny? Wasn't that like a decade ago?
Yeah.
I think so.
Fuck it.
Yes, Gino Suave. My Batman impression is Scooby Doo with laryngitis. That's how I do Batman. That's how I do Christian Bale's Batman. No, that is not the famous Project Hornet we were talking about. Project Hornet is being updated. It's out of our control at the moment, but it's still being worked on. I'm not going to dub Alfred with Michael Caine, even though that's very funny. The hard part is...
I think I lost this group. Oh, no.
no. I mean, do what you got to do, Rich. Do what you got to do.
That was a lost cause. That was a total lost cause.
I should pick the Bane episode and do a Bane. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a very good idea.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it to death.
Try it again. Try it again with the Lannis.
Fuck it to death.
One more Lannis.
No, fuck the last ship. I hate that ship. The starting weapons are so fucking weak. I'm just going full on mana ship again.
Yeah. Hey, my favorite German brothers. Welcome. You know, what Rich and I discovered in looking through old Batman the Animated Series episodes is Batman actually does very little talking.
He's a man of few words. He talks when he needs to talk.
And that's why he's great. Because that fits in with the character.
Efficient.
He thinks it through. He's efficient, and he's not He's not
moralizing too much.
He's not preachy.
Not preachy.
Yeah, he's not preachy. Well, and that's what makes him work well with someone like, you know, The Flash or Superman. It's like different.
The contrast, yeah.
Yeah, they're different levels.
All right. Name. I need some names. I need 2 names.
Oh, what? Oh, names. I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'm on it. All right, we're going to throw everyone in the randomizer. And we have Mr. Shy Smile. Shy Smile. Okay. And now this is going to be subs only. Pick a random. Oh, well, you got on last ship. I'm sorry. How about Tharticus? Tharticus.
All right.
Tharticus. Boom. Yes, anyone who types anything into the chat automatically gets added to the name randomization pool.
All right. Ooh, I don't even have any weapons. That's so interesting.
There's an episode of Justice League where Batman sings a song in order to save Wonder Woman. I like it.
Is that ripping off the famous Buffy episode? People have to sing.
What?
Isn't there an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer? It was a musical episode. It's got a magical spell, force people to sing.
You know what? I've never watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
This is just something I've heard of.
Oh, okay. No, we have a name randomizer. It's part of Leftover Beefcake's Twatcher. Not only does it save all of our subscribers for when it's time to read our subscriber names, it also is a chat randomification.
Randomification?
Randomification engine.
Okay.
Rev up the randomification engine. I've never seen Buffy. I never got into it. I hear good things. I saw the movie. Everyone saw the movie, I think, right? Did you see the movie?
For which?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah. I don't remember anything about it other than Pee Wee Herman was in it.
Right?
Raging Mr. Herman. paging Mr. Erman.
Christina Applegate, Luke Perry. That's all I can remember. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie, but I never got around to watching the show.
This will be an odd one.
Oh.
All right, boarding drone. You could have started in the weapons room.
Rich, someone is asking where to. Someone is saying they just recently saw your Brutal Doom stream.
Yeah.
Where do you go to get Brutal Doom?
Just Google.
Google.
Just really, I mean, I can't get you any more specific than that. Google will help you.
Well, there you go. Buffy is like Stargate, a shitty 1994 movie, awesome 1997 TV series. I've heard really good things, and I enjoy Joss Whedon as a director in general, and I know that was kind of one of his projects, but I just never got around to it because I don't care about vampires that much.
Shit.
That wasn't Christina Applegate in Buffy? What?
No.
It wasn't?
That was, trying to remember. It wasn't Christina Applegate, though.
They're saying Christy Swanson?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Christy Swanson?
Buffy.
Well, besides Buffy,
I don't know what you want me to tell you, Jack.
who is this person? Who is Christy? You're absolutely right. What is that? What else? What would I know her from? She hasn't worked in a while. Christy Swanson. Ooh, she does not get a lot of work in general. Christy Swanson. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Not encounter this is.
Oh, she was in Dude, Where's My Car? So, she's got that going for her. She was in The Phantom? Well, then I would know her because I loved The Phantom.
She was in stuff at the time. I remember that much.
She was in Mannequin, On the Move.
Oh, God. Yes, that was her. Mannequin 2.
When they
The sequel that nobody asked for.
When they couldn't get Kim Cattrall back, they got Christy Swanson. Oh man, I think that's great. Mannequin 2, On the Move, starring Christy Swanson. Flack gun.
I'll take that.
Double flack. Some double flack action. I should do a Phantom review. I want to. I don't know if anyone will talk to me about the Phantom. I'll just be honest with you. I've made some not so subtle suggestions that I would love to do of the Phantom or The Shadow, because I love those movies. I watched the shit out of those movies as a kid. And I have made some not so subtle recommendations, but I don't think anyone will do it with me because no one else cares. No one else cares about schlocky 90s superhero movies like I do. And Supergirl, of course. I loved Supergirl, yep. Do a double pre-superhero. Well, that's the thing about those movies is that was well before the superhero cycle kicked off. That was still like superhero training wheels, you know, just trying to figure out how to make a superhero movie. People got lucky with Batman, and then everyone else stumbled for, 2 decades.
Totally take a rock, man.
And they barely got Batman right. We could do the Phantom, the Shadow, and the Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie, which is something pretty special. You get to see Dolph Lundgren's butt, so you know, you're welcome.
This will not be easy. This is gonna be. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying.
What do you have for weapons?
Nothing. You start off with a teleporter, but that's a drone ship. I can't board it.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Dolph Lundgren's butt. Yep. The Nick Fury movie doesn't really count because it was a made-for-sci-fi movie. Like, any made-for-TV movie, I feel, doesn't count. I'd love just to do... You know what actually, what might be a good idea, Rich?
What? Just leave fleeing?
Well... I was talking about as far as reviews are concerned.
Yeah.
A Punisher retrospective
Okay.
is we watch the Dolph Lundgren, the Thomas Jane, Punisher Warzone, and then the Punisher Netflix series, and do a compare and contrast of all of them.
You could.
That might not be a bad idea. I'm gonna text Jay about that.
Dolph Lundgren one. Stop attacking that. Here, we just have no oxygen in there. There we go.
And you know what? I've actually never seen Punisher Warzone. I've heard it's the best Punisher. I've heard it's like the awesome Punisher.
Yeah, I haven't either. And I've heard that about it.
Yeah. And, you know, no particular reason. I just never got around to it. What Netflix series? They're starting a Punisher Netflix series, and the Punisher was part of Daredevil Season 2, and he's getting his own series, which comes out soonish, I think. Punisher not Warzone. The Thomas Jane Punisher is a little tough to watch, yeah. That was part of the awkward years.
Why can't I jump? Why can't I jump? What's wrong?
Your FTL drive isn't.
Oh my god. Oh.
Wait, but you beat the ship?
Yeah.
Doesn't
fucking flares. Oh.
It doesn't automatically jump?
Nope.
Because of the flares?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
This is a nightmare. I'm not having a good FTL day, Jack.
I'm sorry about that. We're not having a good day at all. Tech support.
No, we're not.
Tech support killed us. Gosh darn killed us.
Half dead, especially when I run a boarding party.
If you watch Warzone, also check out How Did This Get Made episode featuring Patton Oswalt and Warzone director Lexi Alexander. Oh, okay, cool. I'm just excited. I've always heard good things about it. I should just watch it. That's one of those I should just watch. Because I bet it's fun. Listen, John tried his best. And here's what I'm going to say about John and his XSplit tech support. We were almost 2 hours late because we were doing tech support with XSplit and we couldn't figure out how to get the Elgato stream game capture HD. We couldn't figure out how to get XSplit to recognize it, even though it should have worked. There was a lot of uninstalling, there was a lot of re-downloading, reinstalling, restarting computers, all of that jazz. At the end of the almost 2 hours, it didn't work still, and we were, you know, it almost seems like we gained nothing and lost everything, right? But here's what I will say. Here's the positive outlook of that terrible situation is hopefully we sent them all of our crash information, and we sent them a whole bunch of like technical specs that they are going to forward on to their software engineers to try to figure out what happened. So hopefully our pain will save future streamers some strife. Maybe, Rich.
Maybe.
That's all I can hope, is that our suffering and pain will save future generations. $6.45. I don't know what that means.
What's going on?
Oh, it was about our capture card.
What about it?
I don't know. Something about it being direct something. Why use XSplit? Because OBS was crashing on us constantly, and so far, beyond this whole Elgato capture card thing,
Yeah.
XSplit worked pretty perfectly for us. Besides, you know, like, if we ever want to stream anything that's not a PC game, then we're going to have a problem.
A problem is you. Why am I getting so many drone ships? I take out my Mantis cruiser and drone ship. You want a drone ship? Here's a drone ship. Drone ship.
That's the random number generator. The god of dice, Runji.
Yeah.
Our god Runji is upset with you, and you must make a sacrifice to Runji. Alright, basically anything that doesn't have direct show has to have special support programmed into the capture software. Stuff that is direct show just works in Windows capture software. 645, give me an example of a capture card that does have direct show. Let me see here. 645, I'm going to pop you open here so I can follow your chat specifically. After The Mist and The Expanse, I'm a die-hard Thomas Jane fan. Says The Farce Awakens. He's really good in those. I'll give you that. I will give you that. He's really good in The Expanse. Oh my god. Okay, where are we? Oh shit. I let it get away from me.
No.
What model Elgato? We have the Game Capture HD. It's not the newest one. The newest one is like the Game Capture 60 something. We just have the regular HD one.
I'm sorry, you're shit out of luck.
We got shit. So it's quite possible if we got the newer version, it would work with this. And this is the older version, but this version should work with it. So, and you know, I use this. This is what I use to capture gameplay footage at home. And with the Elgato software, it always works flawlessly. flawlessly.
Right. I don't know what to tell you, Jack.
I don't know either.
There's nothing I can tell you.
Yep.
There's nothing that can help. It's all horrible. Is
Right.
what it is.
Well, thank you for the recommendation, 645. I'll look into those. And I will say, yeah, the other positives about upgrading our even our Elgato capture card is right now ours is using the USB 2 interface, and the new Elgato capture cards use the USB 3 interface, and it has a significantly shorter lag time. So I'm thinking about it, is basically what I'm saying. I'm thinking about it. Okay, I'm behind on your tips. Where are we? Rebel Bay says, hey guys, I know you have many games to play, but I'd like to throw this on the pile. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. It's actually a lot of fun and plays like a Neil Blomkamp directed Battlestar Galactica. That was the one where they were in space.
Right.
And I think that was the one that both Rich and I said, this kind of looks like fun, and then it got shit on by all the fans, right?
Which doesn't shock me at all.
And then immediately they said, oh, fuck it, we're going back to World War II.
Yeah.
We're going back. We're going back. Restart.
Yeah.
Reset. But we probably any Call of Duty game we probably won't get around to. Probably. Yonder says, just want to wish you a happy 3-year anniversary.
Oh my god.
On this day, 3 years ago, Rich, you chose Theodore Rex for your best of the worst.
Okay.
And I do not regret that decision at all.
You chose it as your best of the worst.
I did.
I chose it as the worst of the worst.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I think Theodore Rex, Tammy the T-Rex, Carnosaur. Tammy the T-Rex was a close second.
It's been 3 years.
Apparently, that's what they're saying. We've been doing this for a while, Rich.
Wow.
We've been doing this for a goddamn while.
Keep getting older. It doesn't stop.
I think many people would consider that a positive. Because, when it stops, you got a problem. I stand by my choice of Theodore Rex. I think we got the most comedy out of that. I was more engaged watching that absolute clusterfuck of a movie, even though Tammy the T-Rex was a close second. Let's see here. Brown Adam Sandler says, I was walking around college when someone hands me a folded up thing with a weird shape. I open it, and it's a penis with Watch American Vandal on Netflix written on it.
Good for you.
Not bad marketing, Netflix. I think I've brought this up before. Satire versus what I like to call new satire. I feel like there are two shades of satire. One that just lampoons the original material, and one that simultaneously makes fun of the original material but also pays respect to it. The classic example is Spaceballs versus Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Spaceballs makes fun of, Star Wars.
Yeah.
But it's not a good sci-fi movie on its own.
Right.
Shaun of the Dead makes fun of zombie movies, but is a good zombie movie, right?
Correct.
So those are my two different shades of satire. And American Vandal is this new satire where just from the premise alone, trying to solve the case of who spray painted dicks on the teachers' cars. Just on the premise alone makes fun of the genre, but pays such a deep respect to the true mystery documentary. Parody versus satire. Yeah, I always get those confused. I know they're slightly different, but
they got nothing for me.
oh, sorry.
Nothing for me. I feel gypped.
I'm very, very sorry, Rich. Everyone check your jack is wrong. I get parody and satire mixed up. I know they have slightly different definitions.
What is the different definition?
I have no idea, but because I called it satire, they're saying I got it wrong.
I need 2 chat names.
All right, I'm gonna pick everyone. JSG_3.
Okay.
And one more. Sinnerman. SYNNERMAN.
All right.
Great.
All right, here we go.
Great.
We're continuing a grand adventure. A tour of the stars.
Whee.
Mind control.
Two mods. It's rigged. It's random. That's all I can say is it's random. It's a random.
Do I want mind control? That's a big investment right now. Maybe later.
Oh. Mind control?
Yeah. I want it.
Yeah.
But not for half of my scrap. I need to find some kind of backup weapon.
Sure.
Ions would be great. I need the disable medbays.
The disable medbay button?
I need a disable medbay button. Hacking might fit the bill.
Yeah. Yeah, hacking would be nice.
Actually, right now I need to get to the exit time.
Okay, ready for this, Rich?
Dun 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 dun. Y'all ready for this?
Nice. Dun, 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 dun. Parody, a form of satire that imitates the characteristic style of a particular writer, musician, artist, speaker, or genre using deliberate exaggeration for comedic effect. Satire, the use of humor, ridicule, irony, or exaggeration to make fun of or expose and criticize a person's vices or lack of intelligence.
Okay.
So instead of satire versus new satire, really what I want to say is parody versus new parody. So, but parody is in itself a form of satire. So, it's one of those. Every rectangle is a square, there's a square rectangle thing.
But basically, one's more critical than the other.
I believe so.
Okay.
Great.
Do I want... I think it's the NG Medbot dispersal for 40 scrap.
Healing?
Yeah, but I don't really need it.
Okay. Healing is nice.
It's nice. Or you could just run them into a med bay.
Sure.
I'm playing with mantises. I'm not super worried about...
What happens if you give them 25 scrap? Nothing?
I don't recall.
Okay.
I honestly don't recall. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. If the Metabot dispersal worked when you were boarding, that would be an easy fucking call.
Oh, yeah.
Medbots are wasted if you go Clone Bay. I have no plans to go Clone Bay.
I never go Clone Bay. I hate the Clone Bay.
Thank you.
I hate it.
I've got lots of scrap, really. Yeah, you'd be surprised how fast scrap can vanish.
I'll just upgrade this, upgrade this. Now I want to buy a gun. Oh, I don't have enough.
Right.
Yep. Because, you know, once you upgrade something, then you also need to add some power bars, and it all gets fucked. Absolutely. Fiery Dog Poop says, greetings from Malaysia. Just wanted to say I love everything that RLM and Prereq does. Quick question. How drunk does the RLM crew get when filming a best of the worst episode? And which episode was the drunkest? It really does vary. I don't... Like, there's been a few cases where a couple of us, I'm not going to name names, have been possibly too drunk. Usually at least one person is not that drunk, you know, so they can turn off the cameras and make sure, you know, the cameras are in focus. Because it's all, you know, we're also working.
Yeah. You on Halloween, that's one of the big ones.
That was not my fault. I take no... I mean, obviously, like, I drank it all. But I asked... me on Halloween, last Halloween, I asked... because Josh was here, and so I asked Mike and Jay whether or not I was going to be on the panel.
Right.
And they said no, and I said, great. Then, I'll make my quips on the couches, and I'll just get drunk, and that'll be my night, and it'll be great. And then they blindsided me and said, oh, actually, you're on the panel.
Did they nerf defense drones? Oh yeah, that's right. You weren't going to be on the panel originally.
Of course,
I remember that.
I specifically asked them because I brought all of this really nice beer, and I was going to hold off on it.
Right.
If I was going to be on the panel. And they said, "Oh no, yeah, you won't be on the panel." And I said, "Oh, that's perfect. I'll watch the movies. I'll make jokes. I'll drink. It'll be great. That'll be my Saturday. It'll be great." So, and then at the very last minute, they pushed me on the panel. So, do I like strawberry wine? I don't know if I've ever had strawberry wine, but that day, Tommy Slow, on last Halloween, I was drinking 6 Point Resin, which is a double IPA. It's these thin green cans, and it's like drinking gasoline. It's something like 9.7% alcohol per beer. And they're very high alcohol content, so it's beer that I love, and I was having many of them. So, drinking a little bit is what I was doing. It's a double IPA, and they actually have 6 Point has a triple IPA, which is something like 10.5% alcohol. And nice, oh bother. That's the kind of beers that I like. I like the really high alcohol beers because then I don't have to drink as many of them. And in my stupid reasoning, it's calorie conscious because then I can just have one beer, and it's like I drank 3. But the problem is, then I drink 3 of those beers, and then it's like I drank 9. It's exponential.
We need to get out of here fucking quick.
Oh Jesus. Oh, were you hanging back? Or did they catch you?
No, I just mistimed things. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch!
You can do it, Rich. I believe in you. I believe in you.
I don't.
Oh, well, then there you go. Jay Fresh has a question for you, Rich. I'm in the middle of Enterprise. Overall, I think the show's okay, not great. What are your thoughts?
I've seen 4 episodes and I got bored and I stopped watching Enterprise.
You got 4 episodes?
I got 4 episodes in and I was like, this is stupid.
That's more than I got in.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know how many I got in?
The pilot?
None.
Yeah.
You just look dumb. Bakula. You can't trust...
I like Scott Bakula. I like Quantum Leap.
I like Quantum Leap, but I'm not going to trust him to be a captain.
Alright, that was far more devastating than it should have been. Far more devastating than it should have been.
Yeah.
These runs with this mantis ship, they always start so glorious. They do.
Yeah.
They do. And then they end like this. And I don't get it. I mistimed just that one delay. That one encounter got my health as fucked up.
Oh,
Just
Jesus.
one bad encounter.
Jesus, Rich.
And I couldn't flee because I got shot directly in the piloting center, piloting room.
Yeah. See here, Mo Key B85 says, "Hey, Wreckers, Jack, I'm catching up on The Expanse season 2. This show is so great. Fuck yeah, it is. Best sci-fi on TV right now. Absolutely. Better than a sci-fi channel show ought to be. It's really true. It's very, very good. If Rich is let down by STD, The Expanse would be a great antidote."
I need to check that out.
You do, and I try not to, because it's a cable thing. I don't know if the first season is on Netflix or anything yet, but fantastic show, fantastic sci-fi show. You can tell like they dumped the Sci-Fi Channel put a lot of their eggs in that basket because it has a bigger budget than it should.
Goodbye. Oh God, I just need to get out of here as quickly as I possibly can. We're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Oh jeez.
Look at how slowly that engine is charging. This is horseshit.
Oh gee. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
I'm done.
I'm so sorry, Rich.
I'm done. What do you want to play, Jack? I'm done.
You're done? That's fair, Rich. That's absolutely fair.
It's been a long day for me.
I believe you. I believe you, and I'm sorry for that. While we were doing tech support, Rich, you should know that Lisa was texting me, wondering about Biscuit's bowel movements. She said we recently cleaned out his litter box, like fully, take all the litter out of it, wash it down, and she went down to scoop, and she said there was nothing in there. She goes, did you scoop his litter box today? I said, no. She goes, there's nothing in there. Didn't we clean that out like a couple days ago?
Oh, no.
Like thinking there was something wrong with him. And I was like, I don't know when. It could have been yesterday. I forget when we cleaned it out. And she's like, now I'm just worried. I don't want him to be backed up or anything. And he's never had any health problems. And so, but here's, you should know.
Yeah.
She just texted me, Biscuit just pooped and peed. So now you guys know. Because I know that's in my head now. Now you guys know.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Did you want to try that twin stick shooter one you're looking at?
I don't.
You don't?
Here's the thing. I have looked into Ruiner.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same. Well, it's Devolver Digital. They do a ton. I don't know if they did Hotline Miami or if they just distributed it. but it just doesn't look that interesting to me.
All right. All right. I totally thought that was up your alley.
It looks like one of those things that might be up my alley, but it's just
It looks simple enough. You should give it a shot. Everyone wants to see it.
Is that what they're saying?
That's saying a lot of Ruiner. Ruiner, please.
You know what?
Give it a shot.
Sure.
Give it a shot.
Fine.
If you hate it,
Yeah.
we do something else.
No, well, if I hate it, then we could just talk about how much I hate it. Great. All right. Hold on. Where is it? We'll do Ruiner. There it is. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it.
Do you want to log in as you? In case you love it?
Ooh, good call.
Yeah.
You know what? Good call. Change user. Log out.
How's everyone doing?
What?
How's everyone doing?
Hey, everybody. Hey. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody having a good time? That's great.
All right, so where did we leave off here? The Expanse?
The Expanse. Rich should. Did it say Rich should watch The Expanse?
Yeah, catching up on the Expanse season 2 show. So great. Yeah.
Yep. Wait, hold on. My Steam code. I can't tell anyone.
I know. Hyper Astartes says, Jack, the Punisher game is a pretty great shooter that is also voiced by Thomas Jane. I didn't know he did the voice for that.
There's a Punisher game?
Yeah.
Did it come out during
A while ago, early 2000s or mid 2000s or mid aughts.
Is it on Steam? It is on Steam.
Wait, is this newer?
No, that's Thomas Jane.
Oh, this is just the movie.
Oh, the movie. The Punisher game is not on Steam. But the Punisher movie is on Steam. That's very interesting.
Yeah. I know that's got a torture, an interrogation / torture mechanic.
Really?
Yeah.
What did that come out for?
Everything. All the consoles at the time.
Sure. All right, hold on. Where is... Ah, there it is.
Was there ever a PC release for that? There's a Punisher Nintendo game from the 80s you guys need to find. Oh, that's awesome. There's a what do you call those? Shooting gallery type of game. Screen scrolls and you just shoot at shit.
Oh, like with the light gun?
I don't know if you can hook the light gun up to it, but there's like a little cursor you can control with the D-pad.
Oh, how cute.
And I absolutely love that game. I still remember the music that goes with it. Just this droning. Rail shooter. Thank you, Chad.
Hogan's
I mean,
Alley,
there's kind of a Punisher on the bottom of the screen that you can kind of move to dodge shit, but no, it's great.
It sounds great.
It's talking about that Punisher game, the other Punisher game, the 3D one.
Yeah.
It's the best adaptation of the Garth Ennis run of Punisher comics. You mentioned Garth Ennis, but not Steve Dillon, who the art style, it's quite clearly based on his art style. I am disappointed.
Wow. You guys disappointed Rich. You need to think about that. You need to sit down and think about that now.
I think I heard he died or something, but Steve Dillon, highly underappreciated.
I'm gonna look up this. I'm gonna see what this game, what the Punisher game came out for.
360, PlayStation 3.
That late. 1993 video game.
No, that's not it. That's not it.
Oh no! Of course, that's a beat 'em up. That's a beat 'em up right there. How about 2005 video game?
Mid-aughts. That sounds like it.
Oh, came out for PlayStation 2 Xbox, and Windows. So that's PlayStation 2 era.
It's probably before Steam was a big thing.
Sure.
So,
Well, fuck, I got a PS2 at home. I got a PS2. We can get ourselves a Punisher game, play a little Punisher. We can add that to our Punisher review.
I still want to play that with a mouse, though.
You can't.
I got to track down a PC copy. It can be done. I'm sure it can be done.
Well, you know what? We'll Google it.
It had somebody just sent an Amazon release.
Oh, actually, hold on. We can do this while we wait. Oh, great. While we wait for Ruiner to download, I'm going to send a XSplit DMP file
You do whatever you need
to
to do.
tech support.
All right. Huff-Hearted says, "Hey guys,
Hi, Half-Hearted.
excluding the Batman animated series,
Yeah.
which superhero cartoon would be a distant second for you? I grew up loving X-Men knowing it had flaws. Its theme song still gets me hyped for anything.
Yeah.
The superhero cartoon, Spectacular Spider-Man. Totally Spectacular Spider-Man.
No, that's
There's
not what I
there's
wanna do.
never been a more accurate version of Spider-Man in a cartoon than Spectacular. The soap opera nature of it, the ups and downs of Peter's life. They handled the villains all very well. I like the way they did story arcs. Spectacular Spider-Man, hands fucking down.
Yeah, I never got to see that one. But I all like, you know, for me, I had that wonderful few years where it was animated X-Men, animated Spider-Man, and The Tick.
Mhm.
Saturday morning. That was a glorious Saturday morning. Like, I want to say before that, Eek the Cat was on.
I love The Tick, but 90s Spider-Man didn't do it for me. I can't give you any specific reason, just did not do it for me.
Oh, I liked it. I thought it was, you know, it was obviously like it was cheap, but you know, it for the time, it was like, hey, this is something. And that what's the name of his the voice actor? Christopher Daniel Barnes is the name of the voice actor who did Peter Parker. Just great Peter Parker. Yeah, that Fox Saturday morning was so great. And X-Men. Oh, that X-Men cartoon was awesome. I mean, it wasn't, but it was, you know.
I'm sure it didn't help that the 90s cartoon came out in the 90s during the Clone Saga. And for a while there, anything Spider-Man related just made me want to throw up.
Sure. And
That didn't help.
they touched on the Clone Saga a little bit in the later seasons.
Oh,
of
then
Spider-Man.
the show definitely sucks.
No, just touched on it a
Then
little
it definitely sucks.
bit. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot. You know, it's not like a lot of it suck.
You know when Ultimate Spider-Man started to suck? Like the turning point when they did their version of the Clone Saga.
I know.
It has never worked out well for them, and they keep going there.
I fucking know, and I hate it. I'm so sorry. Fuck the Clone Saga. Honestly, whoever's idea that was. Wasn't the original thing is because Peter was getting married, they wanted to like keep like the single Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And so they're like,
Yeah.
so their workaround for that was, okay, Peter can still be married, but now this new character who was actually the real
Yeah.
Peter Parker the whole time.
And you know, if you were like me and Peter Parker you grew up with was the post-clone, the original clone thing, Peter Parker?
Yeah.
The Peter Parker who is now the clone?
Yeah.
That was such a slap directly to my fucking face.
Yep. And how did they not see that coming? How did they not see that they betrayed all of their fans?
Because DC made a lot of money with their big continuity shakeups that were done much smarter in the Death of Superman and the whole Nightfall thing with breaking the Batman's back.
Oh, sure.
But they knew they knew what they were doing with those. They had outs. They had a storyline that had ended planned, and Superman was always going to come back after he died, and Bruce Wayne was always going to be Batman again after that storyline.
Right.
Not so with the Clone Saga. That's just a huge fucking mess.
Agreed.
It's a nice series of articles. I don't even know if there's you can still find them easily on the internet anymore, but it was a nice behind the scenes kind of look at the Clone Saga called "The Life of Riley."
Really?
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds
Ben
great.
Riley, the spider clone.
Yeah.
The Life of Riley. Just about everything that happened. Like, they went in with a more focused plan, and they always did want to get rid of Peter Parker because, they were idiots and didn't realize the fans were attached to the one who was the clone. But their original plans were a lot more sensible than what ended up spiraling out of control once the suit started seeing dollar signs.
Sure. No, well, here's the bad part about playing Ruiner. It's gonna take a while to download. It's a bigger game than we thought. Rich.
How big a download?
Like, we got like a half an hour.
Half an hour?
Yeah. Look at that.
Well, we can do this next stream.
Yeah.
We can do it next stream.
We'll start
Let's
downloading.
find something else.
Okay. No problem. I'm on it.
Spelunky?
Ooh, I could play Spelunky. I like Spelunky. It's been a long time since I played Spelunky, and I like Spelunky. Hey, and Spelunky, more
All right.
importantly,
Installed.
is
Nice.
installed. Let's find me a controller.